All right. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing today? I myself am doing rather well, and pleased to see that Trump has finally got off his ass to do something about all these monuments being taken down. I mean, he should have stepped in a long time ago and had the National Guard stop the riots, but I know that he can't just send them in at the same time with the mayors and stuff. But honestly, it's just crazy how far he's let this gotten. But Trump does announce forthcoming executive order to make the cities guard their monuments, which I do agree with and hope that he follows through with. All that being said, he most likely will. So we can get into this real quick. President Trump says he will sign executive orders for cities to guard their monuments. President Trump said Monday that he will soon issue an executive order meant to protect public statues and monuments from being damaged or destroyed by far left and anarchist protesters. I hate that they're still using the word protesters. This has gone so far beyond protesting, and especially in this context where they mention how they're tearing down these monuments and statues and still calling them protesters at this point. We are going to do an executive order and make the cities guard their monuments, Trump told Eternal World Television Network's Raymond Arroyo. This is a disgrace. Arroyo, who is also a Fox News contributor, played a clip of the interview on Monday's edition of the Ingraham Angle. "It's a disgrace," Trump repeated. "Remember, some of this is a great artwork. This is magnificent artwork, as good as there is anywhere in the world. As good as you see in France, as good as you see anywhere. It's a disgrace." Should I keep doing the Trump impression? I don't feel like I'm too good at it. Although maybe a bad one is funnier than a good impression overall. Most of these people don't even know what they're taking down, the president added. Trump told Arroyo he was particularly disturbed by the toppling Friday of a San Francisco statue of Ulysses S. Grant, commanding general of the United States Army during the 13 months of the Civil War. And here we have a picture of all these ropes tied and all the graffiti around this statue, and it's just insane what these people are allowed to get away with. You saw it there. They wanted to take Grant down. He's the one who stopped the ones that everyone dislikes so much, said Trump, referring to the Confederate military officers whose statues have been vandalized and destroyed. Arroyo told host Laura Ingraham that the president did not elaborate on how the order would be crafted. The EWTN anchor posited that Trump could designate the statues as National Historic Landmarks and enter them in a national trust to legally protect them. And at this point, most of the statues that are being torn down are over 50 or 6, even 100 years old, some of them. So I think this is a very easy thing for him to do and pass. I don't see why they weren't already protected on the fact that they were statues in the first place, but whatever. "It is certainly something he's clearly got on his mind," Arroyo said. "I'm sure the White House Counsel's office is working on it." That is big news that we haven't heard yet, that there is an executive order forthcoming. It is a question, certainly in my mind, how the federal branch can impose its will on the cities and municipalities, Arroyo added. But honestly, why shouldn't they? They all live under the rule of free speech, and this is taking that right away from certain voices who don't want these statues taken down. Monday night, hours after Arroyo interviewed Trump, a group of protesters attempted to pull down a statue of Andrew Jackson in Washington, D.C., Lafayette Park, before being pushed back by the police. And it just kind of ends right there. We can read a few comments from here on, though, as this video is quite a bit short if I just cut it off there. And first up, we have someone's insanity on full display right here. I hope you've gotten a chance to read it before I did, because this is going to be crazy. Watch as old world people slowly realize there is no system, no president, Congress, Senate, or just judicial, I'm guessing is the word they're going for. Only the false perception of the dying invasion, 1492, and occupation, 1776. Watch as those less able to discern reality fall for the modern day Bibles or mainstream TV, inducing the old world settlers into thinking there is still a viable system. As the 1% use the least among as this person really can't write. Among as spiritual shields as they cheerlead and for one side or the other and act like there is legitimate authority vested in the system. As they pillage the remaining corpse of the so-called USA, those that get left behind will have the hardest time adjusting to the new world. Let me be the first to say to my old world brothers and sisters, welcome to the new world. Now, of course, I can admit that maybe this is made simply as a parody comment, although seeing how crazy some of these people get and how poorly written it is, I'm guessing that it's actually real. Confederate monuments are participation trophies for losers, with 8 likes, and I guess it's true, but not really. Keep all the Union monuments, but get rid of the Confederacy statues. And here we have Land of Cali again. The position of soft yellow belly world settlers. Republican practice open white supremacy. Democrats practice a soft, hence soft yellow belly white supremacy. In the closet version, won't admit or aren't aware they're Eurocentric white supremacists. Take down all versions of the old world. Eurocentric white supremacy, aka the systemic invasion 1492 and formal occupation 1776. Expose fake Americans by intellectually scalping them. Man, I really can't believe what I'm reading right there with those. I'm having fun doing those voices. I hope that's not too annoying for some of you. Please let me know in the comment section down below if I should just stop that. You know, I've been thinking of trying to take on a persona through these videos, and maybe that would help with channel growth. Does Trump know that he has no power over states or cities? Are his cult members actually okay with this government overreach power grab? Didn't we spend 8 years complaining that Obama had too much power? What type of mental gymnastics do I have to make this okay? It's simple. You don't erase history because history informs the future. of the tragedies of the past. If you forget about the past, then there is no future because there is only the present for these people. I'm conflicted. Either Cadet Bon Spurs is the greatest comedian ever, or he's so stupid he doesn't realize he cannot just order cities, countries, and states to fill his racist whims. I vote for him being stupid, but I'm sure many others will think he cannot be possibly serious, so he has to be joking. So much for states' rights. Guess we won't be able to complain when a Dem does this, when a Democrat. So when will the states come crying for money? I think Trump should refuse to fund them because states' rights. Luckily, blue states do not ever come crying for money. Oh, please. Since what we contribute in taxes is a lot more than what we receive back in the form of programs and services. But I agree, Trump should refuse funding to those beggar states. Trump has no power over funds, that's Congress. Are you trying to create a dictator? It is crying when the people of the states ask for fair distribution of their money. We all live in this land. We all participate and use multiple services, and the army does have to stand and be one of the strongest, because if we don't have a strong army, there are countries out there who would be far worse leaders, and they would have an army that, if they had an army that could stamp out the USA. At least in a virtual sense. I don't think a full-on war will be breaking out anytime soon. It would take a lot of high tensions to bring us to that point. But anyways, that about does it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like. Maybe even subscribe for more videos like this. And once again, if you have any thoughts on how I can improve, go ahead and leave those in the comment section down below. I really do like reading any comments that I get through. So until next time, I hope you guys take care.